Yeah, David Dread of Steel Pulse, and I'm saying hail to LionVoice because it's time that the lion have its voice, have its own story. Says I'm stepping out here, hear me now. Oh, yeah, the lion's voice. Raw. LionVoice.
Look, how degenerate can you get, Benjamin? You talking about when we was going to a dance as youths. When you go to a dance and
start the things.
And they say, look, a sister in your hand, you and I catch an eye and you don't know already, so you just approach her and we'll grab her hand and you whine that thing one night, Benjamin. The same thing, man. Every song that come back, you switch gears from the wine and she turn around this and hear some style and on the wall and see what you know the way there is.
We live it in the 90s.
Sure, no, man.
Yeah, man.
And the tune that them used to play was more like, yo, I love her. You're the apple of my eye. You're my guiding star. You're my shining star. Like, you know, and probably the most aggressive, you'd be like, yo, come in, let me give you some wine. You know, it wouldn't probably get too much.
We had some slackness, but it was balanced.
It was well balanced, and the slackness didn't outweigh.
Because we did have X-rated Shabba. We did have them song there in the dance.
But you're talking about but Shabba was just one little piece where him alone was there on that. Everybody else was there on.
Yeah, there was balance.
You see what I did?
You know, because he said one joke, one wash. That is serious talk. when you really analyze, you know, I met them thing there.
LionVoice, tell them that's the people first choice. LionVoice, make the lioness them feel nice. LionVoice, with the lion cubs we sacrifice. LionVoice, got to show the people them the life. LionVoice.
Greetings in that divine name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I. Glory and honor in the name of His chosen Queen, Empress or Zero Men in the balance. My name is Kwasi Bansu, aka Dejazmatch Kwasi, aka Ras Kwasi, aka the Reading Ras, aka the Pan-African Happy Man. I'm an entertainment attorney, I'm an artist, I'm an author, I'm an actionist, and the them know I'm the host of the LionVoice vlog. And right now I'm here with one of Iman Bridget. Iman Bridget. And I tell the ones them that, you know, Iman's superpower is the network. And it's a great honor to be able to introduce this Bridget. And I want the ones them get used to this Bridget on this platform. Because he wear a whole heap of hats just like I and I. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about I and I Bridget. BWARE, also known as Damon Vanzant. So introduce yourself to the people then.
Bless it. It's your guy, extraordinaire. Yes, the one and only BWARE. Everything is clear, so I have no fear, you know, I swear. So, listen here. AKA the guy in the lion's den.
Yes.
AKA from state to state. AKA passport stamp out, aka that guy in first class, aka Iyanla's son.
See himself.
Yeah, hold on. We gotta get one thing. Hold on. I gotta get one something.
All right. So this one gonna be a lively. Yeah, man. This is gonna be a lively episode. So, guys, them just stay tuned.
Somebody move my lion. You see that wall was very black, bland and plain in the back of the wall.
We're gonna get into it because BWARE deals with television production. So you see, he doing the set eye level. I had to take down and look up the man. Say, no, star, that can't work. You know, eye level we think there. So, explain some of the work that you do in the creative industry.
Well, in the creative industry, I am a television film producer. I work on mostly reality shows and documentaries. And I've been doing that for like the last 12 years. So on top of that, I'm a selector / DJ.
That is it. That is true.
You know, soundman,
Revolution,
sound killer.
them full of the Dejazmatch dubs too, you know.
full of Kwasi children.
Well, Haile Selassie the first, the Almighty, and this is the Dejazmatch Kwasi. Well, revolution has been called to war by the demands of the people. Listen, well, treading through the concrete jungle, ready for the US rumble. Tell us some boy be humble, or else them hopes and dreams will crumble. Tell them people want a revolution, don't wanna come and dance for your sound pollution. Beware, say one solution, use some dub plate and start a jump on one plan. Them want revolution, no wanna come and dance for your sound confusion. Super say one solution, use some dub plate and, well, we kill dynamic. Platinum kids get two side kick, the music hit then them jawbone twist. Revolution in the Bronx, people rise them fists. Black power dance, almighty one start panic. Bone black magic, them a ride broomstick. Your banky hype say him love talk slick. Two dub plate and bust up him lip. Website get lock off, we cut off them switch. 6 sound catching and say them get trick. How we pay them for dead front of John Public. Them can't find chin so them call Irish. Irish say me nah friend fish, so case dismiss. Well then, well people want a revolution, wanna come and dance for your own pollution.
You know what? But all of that stuff, that's not who I am. That's just, those are just things that I do. You know, who I am is, you know, I'm God's servant. I'm a Lodemade's servant. I'm Jehovah's servant. I'm his, you know, hers disciple. You know, I'm here to do their work. And it just so happened that the industry in the film and the industry in the area in which they put me in to do my work just so happens to be the, I wouldn't even say entertainment industry, because we don't entertain people. We more edutain them, you know. We want to heighten their awareness, raise their frequency, you know, leave them, plant some seeds that, you know, when they leave us, that they think about their interaction with us and the impression that we left on them. So, and it just so happens that we're in a field where a lot of people are being misled and misguided. And so our job is to really to derail that, right, and use this platform, you know, to get our people on track, to put them in the right direction, to heighten their awareness, to educate them too. And when I say educate, I'm talking about nurturing that's already within them, nurturing those talents and gifts that's within them and bringing them out, bringing them forth. So that's why we're doing this content thing. That's the only reason. Like, not trying to be rich or famous and none of that shit. I mean, that's cool because God takes care of God's people, you know, when you in alignment with your divine assignment. So it's just about being in alignment and answering the call.
What I tell people, whatever my clients, whatever, yes, we know content is king, but more importantly, we got to control our own narrative. For far too long, we developed the raw materials of culture, and then other people come and document. They process it, they package it, and then they sell it and reap the reward.
That's right.
And then we get the pennies. This is why I started this platform, because who's going to tell my story if I don't tell my story? Who's going to be able to sit down with the brethren I surround myself with? You know what I mean? So that even other young brethren can see, okay, this is how black men are moving in this time. You know what I mean? Working together. And this is a brother who has been to the Jamaica Music Conference, Revolution, competed in our Clean Clash, you know, against King Addi's Next Level. So, you know, this brethren doesn't just support with talk, you know what I mean? Come to the, it was through the I met Christine, who, you know, has also been a mighty strength, and other ones. So he's opened his network over the years, and that's why I keep saying that the network is the superpower. I can't do everything, but if I know other people
in an area,
and we can connect, and I can bring value, and then, you know what I mean? So talk about your network, which is very vast, how important is it for people to really invest in a network?
Shout out to Wally King, because Wally always say, "Oh, your network is your net worth." So, that's a mantra in business. It's important that you network. For many reasons, I would say that one of the top reasons is, you want to be able to leverage that network. So, for example, right, if you, as an event planner, let's say you're a dancehall promoter, and you know certain sounds in certain areas and certain artists in certain areas, or promotional companies, or even promoters that, you might be able to say, hey, let's bring Bounty and he stop at your city, then come to my city. So that networking piece is really, really important. I don't think that a lot of people in our community understand that, because there's a lot more of burning bridges than healing and creating relationships, through different networks and different areas. On my television show, Carib Life ATL.
From executive producer Damon BWARE Vanzant comes this gripping new reality TV series, Carib Life ATL.
We have the greatest show in the world for you today.
Watch it. You'll see that.
We're gonna put the website, all the links will come up on the screen, so all of that, you know what I mean. You'll
see some of that feuding, that inner tribal feuding, that and the destruction of that. And we've been filming for 4 seasons, and I would think that by season 4 we're in a different situation. And it's the same thing, Reggie. And it's just more intense now. Yeah. So you can see as when that wound doesn't get healed, it just becomes worse, and it becomes infected, and it starts to spread. And you can see that wound of white supremacy, of being oppressed, of being a conquered people, of a dismantling of our families. You can see that wound. The wound of being separated from the knowledge of yourself. That wound is growing now, and that shit is bleeding all over society, man. All over the society, in every area, in our area, in dancehall and reggae music. And like, the industry and the culture isn't what it used to be. I mean, nothing is. There's always evolution. There's always transition. Things have to grow. That means there's life is in that thing. But our thing isn't growing. It's going in the other direction.
It's aging out.
Yeah, because
the audience.
Look, how degenerate can you get, Benjamin? You talking about when we was going to a dance as youths. When you go to a dance and
start the things,
and you see a little sister and you and I catch an eye, and you don't know already, so you just approach her and we'll grab her hand and you whine that thing one night, bitch. The same thing, man. Every song that come by, you switch gears from the wine, and she turn around this and hear some style and on the wall and see what you know the way they
we live it in the 90s.
Sure, no, man.
Yeah, man.
And the tune the way them used to play was more like, yo, I love her. You're the apple of my eye. You're my guiding star. You're my shining star. Like, and probably the most aggressive, you'd be like, yo, come in, let me give you some wine. It wouldn't probably get too much.
We had some slackness, but it was balanced.
It was well balanced, and the slackness didn't outweigh.
So we did have X-rated Shabba. We did have them song there in the dance.
But you're talking about but Shabba was just one little piece where him alone was there on that. Everybody else was there on.
Yeah. There was balance.
You see what
because he said one joke, one wash. That is serious talk. we really analyze. I met them think that drastic. You know what I mean? That's very drastic, but. That's another thing.
But look how wicked it is now, bitch. I mean, it's very graphic.
It's graphic. The graphic becomes the norm now.
The more Shabba, what Shabba said? The more Shabba would tell you is pum pum or panache.
Yeah.
right? Man, the man them say pussy straight nowadays with no hesitation.
It's serious.
Not even poom poom again.
Yeah, it's serious.
It's a straight pussy and hey, you want fuck.
I call it blue movie dancehall.
Yeah, that man.
You know what I mean?
I like it, man.
No,
I like it, man.
But you said something earlier, Iyanla, son. Obviously your mother is globally renowned. What is that like in terms of being the son of someone who is so respected in the community and who is dealing with the issue of trauma? Because everything that we're talking about is kind of symptomatic of the trauma that our people are facing.
Sure.
Your mother has been known for that, and for those who haven't caught on already, Iyanla Vanzant, this is our son. So, you know, what has that experience been like being in that light, and do you feel a responsibility yourself to kind of carry on that tradition of healing trauma or addressing the trauma our people are facing?
Oh, no doubt. I mean, that's the only reason that we're here. You know, shout out to my moms, because she was the one that really taught me and persuaded me, guided me into, you know, the film industry. Never saw myself, you know, I was just a selector.
Yes.
I was killing sounds. Now I'm hanging out with Oprah and Gail and Tyler. And, you know, it's like, oh shit, you know, the gears switch. So, but no matter where you are, it's like, I'm who I am. And
it's one thing I respect. Beware is beware anywhere.
I'm not switching. That wasn't how my mom's raised a warrior, and as a warrior, my job is to, you know, to be in alignment with my divine assignment. And my divine assignment as a warrior is to uplift my community, to stand for my family, to provide, secure, and to lead. You know, in those three things, and whichever order you want to put them in. No matter where I'm at, whether I'm a selector, whether I'm a television producer, whether I'm, you know, a bartender, you know, I can't, I'm not going to compromise who I am because of the environment that I'm in. I'm going to bring my energy and my frequency no matter where I am, and I'm going to bring it there, and I'm going to raise the frequency if it's not already where my energy is. So, and it just so happened like that's what we're doing in this film industry, you know. You saw the work that Mom was doing before even Fix My Life, starting over. If you want to go back there, you know, and her books, you know, are doing well, and they've always been doing well and been good joys for women and been a healing source for a lot of people. So now it's like, you know, to reach millions of people or large numbers of people with a product or you know, a series or a movie or Fix My Life or a show or something like that, because our people are drawn to what they believe is celebrity.
Yes.
Right? You know, so, and that's not how we live, you know. I can speak for my mom in that regard. Anybody know that. That's just not, that's for them.
Yeah.
So we're over here because there's a job for us to do, not because we're trying to be famous. You know, and that's the difference. So the accolades and everything that comes along with that whole Hollywood and entertainment lifestyle, like that doesn't, it's not like we got shine eyes, Barrington Levy say. That doesn't do it for us. We're not that vanity thing. You see what I mean? It's about our people.
It comes across. I've seen their work on the sound system. You know, you're comfortable in that arena. I was at the US Rumble. You know what I mean? So all of them things, to me, it shows that balance. And like you said, that the celebrity hasn't impacted you from what you love or who you identify when you came in the door as BWARE. What I want to know, in terms of, because your work, you know, selector, you're up front, but your work is more behind the scenes. What type of skills do you have to have, like for a young person who wants to get into production? what type of skills, what's a day in the life of BWARE in terms of the type of responsibilities you have in television production?
Well, I answered the first part, the kind of skills, and then I go into day in life. So I would say that, let's use myself as an example. When I first started in production, I had I didn't know shit about, I didn't know anything about anything. I couldn't tell you about cameras, lenses, the D, nothing. I was green. But it was for respect that I learned it, because coming in the door as Iyanla's son, it's like, I could have been in any position I wanted to be in and fake it till I make it. Yeah. But I didn't come in as her son. I came in as BWARE. Yeah. And people didn't know that was my mom's. Yeah. And it was because, you know, when you're a warrior, when you are raised with certain skills, no matter what environment you're in, you're going to exercise what you know. So like I'm a hustler, I'm a go-getter, I'm going to make something happen, I'm going to figure something out, I'm going to make a situation work for me. Yeah. So put me in there, you know, at the bottom as a production assistant. Like, I didn't like that at all, but people was going to respect me for who I am and how I move, not because I'm Iyanla's son.
That's important.
Right? So I started at the bottom and learned everything from the bottom and started moving up and learning this and learning that, asking questions. And so I would say the skill that you need is probably just some motivation.
You said a key, ask questions. How important are asking questions? Because a lot of people don't want to look stupid. You know what I mean?
Right, it's very important. Like, and it's really how you ask the question and when you ask it. You know, it's like, just like if you on the block, right? If you on the block and you doing your little thing, and one of the older guys, you see them, and his thing is moving, and he got a certain amount of respect and you're not going to walk up to him in the middle of him handling business and say, yo, how you, right? You see what I mean? It's about timing, it's about strategy, it's about, you know, asking the right question at the right time. Now, if he's in the middle of tuning a camera or doing catching a lens, you be like, well, what is that lens for? And why do you know what I mean? You see what I mean? Yes. So it was more like that for me, because again, I didn't know anything about anything. That's key. And the guys that I was working with, they weren't trying to teach me anything. There's a politics in
people
film.
Are protecting their
their local territory, their local area where they think it's theirs, or their local links or whatever. It's not like how you got a link and they say, yo, my bitch over here, yo, call him, and it's not like that. It is very, very, it's a closed door fraternity. You know?
LionVoice. BWARE, super. Them come feel the almighty. Evolution sound your big bow, yeah. Anyway, well, revolution inside the dancers, and them slackness sound, we slaughter them all. Big up them chests, that's why them fall. Start playing up, now them a ball. Revolution, them stand up in a sound clash. Boy come a dance a play tune, Bobati wash. Revolution, just sit up and watch. Cause the fool don't know the tune we got in a with dub box. We got D Brown and Gregory Isaacs. We got Buju Capleton, Colt and Nax. I miss enough of them a vulture. Wolf and fox, whole parasite, parasol. Them want attach, we use, we dub them. Chop them like a cutlass, go tell them, thugs them. Babylon new system a crash, cause we not love when little sound boy go and stack a we a big man. Have to keep the youths pan track. Revolution inside the dancers, and them slackness sound, we slaughter them all. Big up them chests, that's why them fall. Start play to now them a ball. Revolution of them a sound teacher. Selector over there, so him a real creature. What kind of thing him come a dance and a preach? Can't believe me until me go there and see it. Can't believe them till they get to youths them fi bleach. Bore them tongue and a laugh, bore them cheek. Can't believe Jamaica, man a follow freak. All All over the globe, same pattern of repeat. Now them want go carry that by African street until revolution make the heathen retreat. Beware no care, super seal the bridge. Teach the little youth where King Selassie I speech. In a Mount Zion revolution war reach. If a sound boy cool, we turn on the heat. Revolution inside the dancers, send them slack me sound. We slaughter them all, big up them chests, that's why them fall. Start play dub now them a ball.